So before I go and have something to eat, I have to tell you something really funny. So I had a traitor in my midst, and I've been trying to scrub this piece of scum off me for a while, but it's been hard because this person is connected to somebody that I care about very deeply. And they're surrounded by people who don't deserve to be caught up in anything. And I knew I couldn't trust him. And I knew that he was someone I was eventually going to have to take care of in order to protect my friend that I care about very deeply. Do you know I've been talking about Paper Doll Productions and Tia Darlin? She goes by many other names as well. Monique Luxano is another one. And she hates me with a vengeance because she's not me. She hates the fact that she's not me. You know, my Mayan temple dream with the Lama, with the Dorian Gray? Remember the one trying to be me, and her face she starts tearing at her face with madness when she gets exposed? Yeah, so it's her. I've just discovered who she is. I don't know her from Adam, but she's desperately trying to be me. She copies everything I do. And every time I call her out, all she does is just get rid of one account and uses another. But I had a traitor in my midst connected to her and the same sex cult that my ex and Elon Musk and all that are caught up in. And my friend is caught up in it. And I'm trying to save him. I've been telling him for ages. I've been trying to save him. And I think now he's starting to see the truth and he's trying to get away. So I told this traitor something, because like in order to talk to my friend I have to talk to the traitor. And I had told him about Tia Darlin, and she completely vanished off his ex account. Like within seconds, she completely vanished. But Monique was still there. So I thought, why is he not getting rid of her? When I had shown him she's doing devil worshipping stuff and putting it on her ex, threatening to take the souls of people without their permission and then stabbing their hearts and like really dark, twisted stuff. And so, of course, I've been there protecting my friend. I've been his light. I've been, you know, and with a little help from my friends, Brahena Saithusa she reverse engineers a portal to protect everybody on the inside of the portal. But everybody who tries to come at the other kingdoms, they end up sticking to the magnetic field of the portal and everything comes back on them. Remember I was telling you the other day the storyline with the Slime Queen. So I told him that I told my friend that I'd come up with this storyline for becoming spellbound. I even briefly talked about it on my ex. There was this scene that I'd written in Spellbound, which I transferred over to the Amber Rose, where her husband gets kidnapped, where Brahenius's husband, King Lucian, gets kidnapped, and she has to go into the Shadowlands to save him. He gets lured, he gets tricked by somebody that he thought he could trust. He gets lured into the Shadowlands and he's held captive by the Slime Queen and everybody in Purgatory. And, you know, when she looks through her crystal ball, when Brahena Saithusa looks through her crystal ball in the war room of the castle, she runs to his aid. She puts on a cloak. She goes in, she goes in disguise. And she goes in to get him, and the only way she can get him is, he gets trapped under, the tower gets torn down, and he gets stuck under the tower. So she turns into fire to burn the wood down that's crushing him, and then turns it into water to put the fire out, and then drags him out of the ashes to save her husband. That's literally just happened in real life. I've just had to go in, pull the tower down, to save my friend from the slime queen because of a traitor in the midst who ran to her and told her everything. And then the stuff that she was saying on her X page was absolutely not even vile, but it's like her mask came off, and you can see the darkness in her shadow. And she took faith. She tried to use like all these Egyptian gods because this is what I was saying to the traitor. She's not Egyptian, and she's using Egyptian gods for her magic. And I said to the traitor, this is going to come back on her. Well, he ran and told her everything I said, and then she went ballistic, watching me, blah, blah, blah. But I have to watch you because she's a threat to somebody that I love. You know, I'm a demon hunter. I'm a demon slayer. I'm a bounty hunter. It's my job to watch devils and demons. It's my job to expose them. That's what I'm here for. And I do it to protect the pure and innocent. And my friend is innocent. He's surrounded by people who are using him and abusing him and draining the life out of him and stealing money from him and treating him like crap, and they don't respect him or his boundaries. They're lying to him, and they're purposefully trying to stop us from communicating with each other. He's absolutely terrified of reaching out to me because he doesn't know what's going to happen, but he thinks that I'm going to hold him responsible for stuff, which I'm not going to say anything. I'm not going to expose. I'm not going to do any of that. I'm just here to make sure that he's safe. God said, go in and get him and bring him back out. So that's what I'm doing. The stuff that she said is now going to come back on her and Armour. The stuff that she said is going to come back on her and the traitor. And everything is going to be torn down around them now, because so I said, when you abuse the occult abuses you, because they don't understand the laws of karmic consequences. Well, now they're about to. But all I care about is making sure that anyone who follows her and him and engages with them who don't know what they've been getting up to, that they're safe and they're protected, and that my friend, that I can get him out. Because these morons think that they know what they're doing when they don't. She called herself a seer. Like you'd think I don't know because the traitor ran back to you and told you, and because she follows and copies everything I do, right? Just like Musk and that, because they're doppelgangers. Because people are drawn to my light, they think that if they are like me, people will like them too for the same reason. Because I get a lot of respect for what I do. People respect what I do because they know that I know what I'm talking about and I don't abuse the privilege. But when she tries to copy me, you see the darkness in the shadow. It's real, like it's twisted. It's really unhealthy stuff, and her anger and rage has come through. She's calling me crazy. She's calling me all sorts, and it's coming back on her because she's the one that's looking crazy. The stuff that she's saying isn't just unholy. It's offensive to the laws of the universe. It's offensive to God, and it's offensive to the gods that she's tried to help herself to, which are all the Egyptian ones. She has no sway over them. She said I sent demons to her. But she is the demon. She said I sent demons to her, and I only found out who she was a couple of days ago, so I don't know what she's going on about. But that's paranoia. Paranoia set in, because I had no interest in her until she started affecting my friend. And then God said, go in and get him. So I've been sitting back and watching. And then when I saw what she'd been posting, I was like, oh my God, now I've got to go in and tear it down, because I'm a bounty hunter. It's my job to go in and collect the souls of devils and demons. She's a succubus. She uses sex magic. A man wanting you is, or a woman wanting you, depending on what you're into, it has to be of free will. But when you use sex magic, it's like energetic rape. They're raping you energetically. They're using sex to bind you against your free will, which is a major infraction of the laws of karma. When it comes to sex and intimacy, it's supposed to be between consenting adults. And when you throw the word love in, that's where the mind control comes in. Because when you say that you love someone that you're having sexual intimacy with, that's a contract with the universe. And when it's done to control people and to keep them bound so that you don't go off and follow your heart, so that you don't go off to be with the one you love and stuff like that, it's sex magic. And sex magic is black magic. She's using black magic. She's taking gods that she has no permission to take. She's using words and terms she knows nothing about. Everybody thinks that a seer is somebody who is clairvoyant, but they're not. A seer is someone who uses their life experience and their wisdom to guide others, because they see things coming based on experience. And, so it's all going to come back on her. But it's just funny because I literally just wrote that scene in, was it yesterday or 2 days ago? 2 days ago, I think it was. I literally just wrote that scene in, and 2 days later it happened. So, so I've had to go in, although technically I did write it when I'd written Becoming Spellbound, but I'd only finished that scene in the movie 2 days ago and told it to the traitor, and now it's all come back on them. Quantum magnetic, see? If I see it in my head and I write it down, it happens. So, So I've had to go into the Shadowlands under the cover of darkness, so to speak, as the tower's coming down around my friend. Burn that shit down, put it out with water so he doesn't get burnt, and drag his ass out of the ashes. I'm always saving him. I'm always having to save that man's ass. I swear I don't know where he'd be without me. But so the Slime Queen just got defeated by a scene that I wrote in my head a couple of days ago, because the traitor I told it to ran and told her everything, and then I got to use the story against the both of them in real life. To save my friend, though. Reverse engineered portal, though. Nothing they throw at us will stick. That's the thing, because they're morons and they don't know what they're doing. So I've said to my friend, tell Armour, if he comes anywhere near me, like I'll suck his soul out through his eye socket. He's just lucky that I've sent God to deal with him, because what he's done, he hasn't just been a traitor to me, he's been a traitor to my friend, and my friend knows him better. And he was trying desperately to have control over me, and I wouldn't have it. I was repulsed by him, utterly repulsed by him. When I cut off all feeling from him, when I realised that he was not who he said he was, I ended up being repulsed by him because, yeah, I'm not going to go there. The only good thing that came out of it is that I got to meet my friend through him, and I adore my friend. And it's just unfortunate that the only way I've been able to talk to my friend is through Armour. And now I can't talk to my friend because I have no other way to talk to him now that Armour's basically been torn to shreds by the gods. So just had to play the game. I hate playing the game. I don't want to be around people where I have to play the game, but I knew it was leading somewhere. And it ended up me having to collect the bounty of a demon's soul. So, yeah. But the great thing is, I turned it into an incredible storyline for the Amber Rose. Anyway, so as long as my friend's okay, that's all I care about. But, yeah, God, they all fall down together, eh? Eeny, meeny, miny, mo, catch a demon by the toe. If he squeals, chop its head off, eeny, meeny, miny, mo.